Yeah, couple buys a house. They move in. Husband does something unbelievable. The wife is pissed. Without asking the wife, the husband unilaterally gives a spare key to his mom.
Ooh.
Yeah, to the mother-in-law. Yeah, how about that? So the pissed off wife, she goes on the Am I Overreacting Reddit thread, lays this out. Oh, by the way, the story was posted, got a ton of comments, and then she went back and I guess deleted it. So then she took the story off. Maybe the husband's like, we're going to take that off of Reddit. How dare you take that off of Reddit?
How would he even know it's on Reddit? Yeah. Are they pretty vague, these Am I Overreacting?
Well, listen, you can be as vague as you want. You on these Reddit threads, you can give as much information as you want or give as little information as you want.
Well, I need to know the facts. Like, does the mother-in-law live in the area? Is she notorious for, like, just stopping by without announcing, or...
I mean, I think my mother-in-law has a key to the house.
Yeah.
In case, like, I'm dead.
All right.
Stop, Esther.
I mean, and vice versa. I understand that.
We've had keys to our parents' houses, and they've had keys to ours.
Wait, when did our parents ever have keys to any of our houses?
I think at our old house, when we first got married and we bought a house, we probably gave a key to somebody.
I don't remember that. I don't think we ever gave a key to my mom or your mom. I don't
remember specifically, but I'm sure we did, because you're such a safety man. You probably would have been like somebody else needs to have a key in case of, like Fester's saying.
What if carbon monoxide is the silent killer?
Yeah.
So the husband, according to the wife, crossed the line by not telling, hey, hun, I'm giving the spare key to my mother.
So she's not mad about the doing it. She's just mad about the not telling it.
The 30-year-old wife explained that she and her husband just moved into their new home together. Before deciding on what to do with the spare key, it was just given to the mother-in-law, and no discussion, and she's pissed. She says, quote, this in the Reddit, which since was deleted.
Yeah.
His mom is nice, but she's very involved.
See, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Yes.
If mom's just going to come by or not knock or just come by unannounced or go when you're not there.
It gets better. She's the type to rearrange our kitchen because she thinks it's better that way.
No. Okay, see, then that's the real issue. It's not that he gave her the key. It's that now there's that relationship, and she's too involved in whatever's going on in her house.
That was my grandma Franny.
Oh yeah.
You'd come home. Literally.
Yeah, we know.
She rearranged furniture.
Yeah.
Single-handedly. Did she do it at our house, or was it my parents? Where was there was a whole furniture?
Your parents.
My parents went on vacation or something, and my parents come home, and my dad's mom, my grandma Franny,
redid the whole house,
rearranged all the furniture while they were on vacation.
What?
Yeah.
And I mean, to your mom's credit, she was just like, okay, and then Grandma Franny leaves, and your mom just puts it all back where she wants it, and. You just have to have patience with people like that because,
Imagine that.
they're in your lives and they do so much other good things for you.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Grandma Franny, honestly, thought she was helping.
Yes.
By the way, and Grandma Franny, she's also the one, and I told the story again, believe it or not. I think I told it yesterday.
You did.
That Grandma Franny was the one that cleaned out my closet in my bedroom while I was off at college, and she threw out a pristine 6-pack of new Coke from like 1985 or something. I had a 6-pack that I was holding on to. The old 6-pack with those little plastic rings. I had a 6-pack and a whole undisturbed. And I come home and I go to my closet. My closet looks like there's nothing in it. Half my stuff is gone. I'm like, Mom, what happened to my closet? Oh, your grandma, she cleaned it out. I'm like, where's my stuff? Oh, she said you didn't need this, you didn't need that, and she threw stuff out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, my God. So a listener, let me see if we can find the email. A listener sends me an email yesterday. And, folks, you can communicate with me anytime you want. My email is mj@mjmorningshow.com. My private personal email, mj@mjmorningshow.com. Philip, who's a regular listener, Philip Dispenza.
Yep.
And aside from emailing me, my DMs are always open on my Instagram. So Certified MJ Radio is my Instagram. My DMs are open. Oh, if you don't follow me on Instagram, there's great content on there. There's a lot of stuff on there that never even gets on the show.
Oh, yeah.
So, give me a follow on my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. DMs open. I get an email from Philip yesterday, and the headline is, "You're going to be pissed." New Coke can. Then he sends me a link to eBay. Sold. What? This is not just like the asking price. This was sold on eBay. 1 can of New Coke. And I don't even know if it's full or the auction ended. I didn't do any. So rare vintage original 1985 New Coke aluminum can. I don't even think it's full. I think it just says can.
Just an empty can?
It might be it looks like it's an empty can. Yeah, because it is. Because it looks like the top is open. 1 empty can of New Coke, $75. So I had an entire 6-pack, which, Michelle, would I still have that 6-pack today?
Oh, yes.
I would still have it today. So if you take the $75 and just with the empty can, 75 times 6 is $450.
Yeah.
If I had the whole damn 6-pack still filled with New Coke liquid, what would that be worth? My grandma Franny threw the freaking thing away.
Probably nothing, because I think wouldn't that stuff have like exploded or leaked out or something?
No, it wouldn't have exploded or leaked out.
Did New Coke come in glass bottles? Because those seem to hold up better.
I don't know.
I'm looking on eBay right now. There's an active auction for a rare vintage 1985 New Coke aluminum can only, empty.
Yeah, it's empty.
$50. Yeah, $49.99.
What's that 225 one below it?
Oh yeah, Coke new world inaugural production run, April 1985 can, New Coke, and it looks like that's open too. $225 ask.
Yeah, but
for a freaking can of New Coke.
There's no bids on that one.
And for those that don't know, in the mid '80s, Coca-Cola, they reformulated Coke. Whether it was a publicity stunt,
yes,
or whether it was a real plan to change the formula, they did, and they made Coke taste more like Pepsi. And then didn't Pepsi take advantage of? Look, now Coke's trying to taste like us. I think they did that, and then there was such an outcry. Coke then reverted back to the original formula.
Then they call that Coca-Cola Classic.
Yeah, and then they kept the New Coke for a while. Then they phased out the New Coke, and then, we're back to Coca-Cola Classic.
And all those people that made that terrible decision at Coke years later work for Cracker Barrel.
That's you know what? You guys were talking about this the other day. I was like, this is like the new Coke thing.
Yeah.
It's just all kinds of publicity now for them. And oops, we're sorry. We're going back to the old man.
Speaking of Cracker Barrel, I had a great video pop up in my feed. And it was some video creator on Instagram. The dude is wearing the derby hat like Uncle Herschel on the Cracker Barrel sign. The dude is in overalls. He's got a beard on. And he was sitting on the side of the road, like on exit ramps and on the interstate and like in traffic. The guy is sitting on a rocking chair. He has the full wooden barrel, dressed up like the Cracker Barrel guy, and he's sitting there just like on the sign on the side of the road, and he's holding up a sign that said, "Please help, I've been fired."
Oh, my God.
And the guy shot this video that popped up in my Instagram feed yesterday, and he's sitting in different locations on different roadsides, and I thought it was great. And I even commented, "Hey, that's a good bit right there."
That's funny.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so back over to the wife, and I think she's got a right to be pissed because, listen, she's the type that'll rearrange our kitchen. My grandma Franny, I loved her, but, she was into everything. She poked into everything, like my closet, throwing all my...
Well, you're lucky that's all she found.
My worldly possessions. What does that mean?
I don't know what else would have been in there.
Well, she threw crap away. There's
Yeah,
nothing,
you're a teenage boy. What else would she find in that closet that she
There
might
were-
not want to see?
There were no like nudie magazines in there. If that's what you're insinuating.
And that makes you weird.
You know what
Yeah.
though? I'm telling you what. When grannies find nudie magazines,
Yeah.
they just put them away.
Hey, you know,
They just pretend like they didn't see
They
them.
didn't see it. They put it in that
Festive.
little compartment.
hey, you know what would be funny right now? We ought to go to phones and ask people to call up about the mother-in-law and how they've poked into your business. So here in this story, the wife pissed off that the husband gave the mother-in-law the spare key to their brand new house. She'll rearrange the kitchen. I told the story about my grandma who just rearranged all the furniture in my parents' house when they were on vacation one time. All right, let's go to phones on this. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If you're married, have you had either your mother or mother-in-law just really poke their nose into your business? What did your mother or mother-in-law do just unilaterally without asking? Here we rearranging kitchen, rearranging furniture. Any stories out there of, what a pest or a menace mom or mother-in-law has been, and what did they actually do? I got a couple of minutes here to take some calls. Come on. Let's go. Fire up the phones. I know we have people listening right now with a great story of the mom and the mother-in-law just not minding their own damn business.
And by great story, you mean horror story.
Phones are already ringing. I haven't even given up the phone number. 800-990-1047. That's how you get in. 800-990-1047 if you have a good story. 800-990-1047 is how you get in. All right, all the lines are ringing. This is great. I think Nicole's going to be up first. All right, Andrew, put Nicole on hold on line 2. I'm going to grab Nicole first. And Andrew, it says, there we go. All right, Nicole and Brandon, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi, Nicole.
Good morning. How are you guys?
We're doing well. You got a story for us?
I do. So I was saying even worse than having somebody who's a mother-in-law or a father-in-law. I was dating a guy for 8 months that his father and his partner came down to my house for a week visit and brought a U-Haul, moved in a whole bunch of furniture, their own bedroom set, dresser, golf clubs, clothes, everything. Basically took over my last bedroom, moved all of my antique furniture into the garage without asking anything, rearranged everything in my kitchen and in my living room, put in new light fixture. And by the way, I'm renting. This isn't even my house.
How long were they there?
A week.
A week, and they come up with a U-Haul, and they what?
Yes. I rolled in, and there was a U-Haul in my driveway. I was gone for a couple days for something for work, and I rolled up to a U-Haul, and they had changed, and in a rental, had changed light fixtures, had painted cabinets.
What? It sounds like they were squatters or something.
No, they did. They even got because they didn't like the cable provider that I had, so they got their own satellite dish and put it in their son's name.
In a week?
In a week.
That's
actually in like 3 days when I was not there.
I'm really impressed by these people. That's very productive.
Yeah,
I'm never that productive.
So what was the outcome? How long did it take you to unwind everything?
Let's just say that after a few weeks of arguing back and forth, I told the boyfriend that he had to take care of his parents because that's not for me to do. But
did you get dinged by the owner of the house for painting cabinets, or did you?
Yes, I ended up having to lose my security deposit and broke up with the boyfriend. So,
oh my God! Did you ever have restitution provided by the boyfriend or the boyfriend's relative?
No, sir.
Restitution.
No.
Nobody. They broke up. They go different ways.
Wow, that's insane. Thank you. I appreciate it, Nicole.
Thanks,
that's
Nicole.
a crazy story.
Wow.
All right, Nancy, look at this. First call out of the chute.
But those people are very productive, I will say.
Wow. Nancy, very resourceful.
Yeah.
Nancy and Lutz, you're on the MJ Morning Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning.
You got a story for us?
Yes, so my husband and I first got married, and my mother-in-law wanted to help us out by saving rent, so we moved in, and my only job was to help her clean. And she was very, very clean freak. Forget it. I would spend 4 hours cleaning the house, and tired, went to school full-time, worked full-time, and then I find out she's re-cleaning everything I cleaned.
Ooh.
So you're like an indentured servant to your mother-in-law.
Wow.
Yes. And then when we were getting a divorce, we went to therapy, and he sat there and said, "Oh, my parents are having more sex than we are."
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Nancy, thanks for the call.
That's all over the place, Nancy.
That's
TMI.
Todd in Clearwater Beach. Todd, MJ Morning Show, you're up.
Oh, thank God you've answered.
Thank God you've answered. My mother-in-law won't leave. All right, go ahead.
MJ, I've been listening to you since '94, and I love you.
Thank you, buddy.
Listen, so I lived in Wisconsin with my wife, who's from Wisconsin,
Right.
and we had to have her mother live with us. I come home from work one day.
Yeah.
Everything in the front porch that was all mine, that was hanging on walls in my living room, everything had been taken down, put in boxes, and all of my mother-in-law's decorations were now all over my house.
Oh, no.
She took everything that I had down, put it in boxes, and stuck it in my garage.
So what was the resolution? What finally happened?
Excuse me?
What happened? What was the resolution? Did you put all
My
your...
wife came home and tried to explain to her that that wasn't the right thing to do, and she's like, well, I like it better this way.
Did it get undone, or what happened?
Argument.
Did it get undone? Did it get put back?
Not for about 2 weeks
Oh,
after
God.
the argument, because she's actually dying of cancer at the time and living with
Oh,
us
wow.
and wanted her own house.
Oh,
So
wow.
she literally took everything down off of our walls and put all of her own stuff up that we didn't even
What happened with your marriage?
in a different house.
Marriage?
I'm still married.
Oh, you're still married? All right, well, that's
Oh, yeah, I've
fantastic.
been married for 20-plus years. We've raised 3 kids, and she's dead. So
You're about to
see you
say
later.
it.
Oh, God. Oh,
How long did the mother-in-law last?
About 4 months after that.
Oh, boy.
All
All
right.
right. Hey, Todd, thanks for...
And my wife had to appease her by leaving some of it on the wall.
wow.
I
So she
understand.
felt better.
All right, Todd,
And it
thanks.
was an argument every day.
Thanks for the years of support. I appreciate it.
Attaboy. Thanks, guys.
Have a great one. All right, one more call on this. Robbie in Homosassa. So, Robbie, MJ Morning Show, go ahead.
How you doing, MJ? How you doing?
Doing well. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh, this is okay. You know, got a couple of kids. Mother-in-law gets divorced. Wife goes, "Hey, would you mind if my mom lives with us about a year to get the house built?" No problem. I love my mother-in-law. You know, got a spare room. So mother-in-law moves in. You know, opens up the closet door, put her things in. You know, this was our spare room. Kids are in their room. She finds the sex swing on the door on the closet and inside. Oh my
The
God.
sex swing?
The sex swing. I mean, this was like our room.
Hold
we
on.
were just playing. We totally.
A sex swing.
That's on the inside. She opened up the closet door to put her clothes in. There's a swing. She did at first. She didn't realize what this was. You know.
Oh, my God. All right.
I mean, like, my wife's face was so red. Just totally escaped our minds. You know.
All right. Robbie, thanks for the call. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. Go ahead and click, share, subscribe, all this stuff.